today's episode of data analysis with Excel. So looking at the data sets that we have, this data set is not well structured, and as a data analyst, the accounts department brings you this data to analyze and structure it well. You should be able to do. So we can use Power Query in Excel to structure this data well. And Power Query is a tool in Excel and also in Power BI that can be used to clean and transform data. So I'll just click on any of the columns, then go to data. So under data, you see from table or range. So when you click on this will load the data into Power Query for you. So this is Power Query. If you want to learn more about Power Query, I have a video on it, so you can check from my video list. So now that we have this data, first of all, I will click on the accounts drop down and uncheck the null values because we don't want the null values. Okay, then the next thing I will do is I'll rename the table into expenditure. All right, then I will investigate the structure again. So at the extreme end, we have the totals there, which we don't need as of now. So we can just right click on it and remove this column from the set of records. So now all that we want to do is that we don't want the date in this structure. We want to arrange the date in a vertical manner. So how do we do that? But before we arrange the dates in a vertical manner, we need to fill these null spaces. So I'll select this column, go to transform, choose fill and fill down. So this will replace the null values with either cost of goods sold or expenses. Right. So gradually we are shaping our data. So the next thing that we want to do is to arrange the dates in a vertical manner. And to do that, Power Query has a tool called onPivot. So that is what we will use to arrange the table, the dates in a vertical manner, or the data in a vertical manner. So I'll select monthly summary and accounts, then right click and choose onPivot other columns. So this will affect other columns. So now we have the date arranged in a vertical manner, or the data arranged in a vertical manner. So I will change the title to date, and I'll change this to amount. Okay, and the next thing is I want to reduce the decimal places to 2. So I'll right click and choose transform round, and I choose or I enter 2. Okay, so this will convert the amount column to 2 decimal places. Then we need to also convert the date to the right data type. As it stands, is in a text data type, which is not appropriate for our analysis. So I'll just click on this and choose date. So this converts the date column to the right date data type. Okay, so now that our data has been transformed into a good structure, we can load it to Power Pivot Table to do our analysis. So I'll go to Home and choose Close and Load. So Close and Load, I'll choose Close and Load to. So this will give me options to choose where I want to load the data to. So I'll load it into a Pivot Table report. So I'll select this and click on OK. So this loads a sheet that has pivot table report area and the pivot table fields. So now I'll load the amount into the value box, which creates a sum of all the amounts. Then I'll drag monthly summary into rows, and I'll drag accounts under monthly summaries. So this gives us the monthly summary of our expenditure. So if we want to add days to it, you can just drag date into columns. So this creates